Vice President J.D. Vance is throwing cold water on the idea of UFOs and aliens in U.S. custody. In an appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast this week, Vance voiced skepticism on the topic, saying that if we have literal space alien remains in the custody of the United States government, there's no way it hasn't been leaked out in some way. At the direction of President Trump, the Pentagon has released multiple batches of declassified UFO files, but that move has raised more questions in the UAP community. With us now to discuss, UFO expert UAP Gur. Hey, how's it going? So first, let's talk about this interview with Joe Rogan. The vice president told Rogan that the government is willing and able to do a lot of crazy stuff, but what he's basically saying is that he is skeptical of the competence to be able to carry out some sort of a secretive campaign to not disclose this type of bombshell information. What does the UFO UAP community think of the vice president's interview?
Well, Drew, first off, thank you so very much for having me, sir. It's an honor and a privilege. Of course, when the vice president goes on the most popular podcast in the world and talks about the topic of UFOs, UAP, that's going to grab some headlines. So to start, J.D. Vance spoke that, of course, if the U.S. government is indeed in possession of recovered non-human intelligence technical vehicles or the associated biological pilots or occupants, that there's no way this secret would leak. I would certainly contest that argument and say that this sort of secret has leaked plenty of times in the past. We have former Air Force Major and very seasoned intelligence officer David Grush, who testified in 2023 before Congress about the existence of coordinated crash retrieval, reverse engineering programs, and monitoring programs of non-human technical vehicles. Furthermore, quite recently, former President Barack Obama made the same sentiment. He made a somewhat comical statement and said that, oh, of course, if the United States was in possession of alien bodies, alien craft, some industrial security personnel specialist would take a selfie with the alien. I contest this statement as well. I think the United States is extremely good at keeping secrets, has a special access program, SAP, and national program ecosystem that is completely catered towards compartmenting covert information. And all one has to do is look at one of the most covert intelligence agencies of this entire country, the NURO, National Underwater Reconnaissance Office, a completely unacknowledged intelligence agency, and reassess that sort of statement.